はいどうも皆様、こんにちは、ハリウッド俳優のシャギーでございます。本日はですね、なんとアントニオさん、この前ね、無限列車編、鬼滅の刃の映画を見てくれたアントニオさんが、なんとファーストシーズンを見終わって、その感想をですね、話したいということで、アントニオさんが今、いらっしゃるのが、今メキシコシティに滞在されているので、そこからインタビューをしたいと思います。Thank you, Antonio, to be in my YouTube again.
Thank you, Shayeta. Thanks for having
Thank
me again.
you.
You so much,
Yeah.
and thank you for introducing me to Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer. Yeah. So you saw the first season in the Netflix
Yes. After we watched the movie, which
movie. Yeah.
I learned later on a lot about it.
Oh,
And I'm just curious, how do you what is the actual name of Demon Slayer like in Japanese?
鬼滅の刃.
鬼滅の刃.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to learn it. After we went and watched the movie, I came back and then I started watching like the episodes. It became super addictive because it's so good. And later on, I realized that the movie is actually not even a sequel. There's gonna be a second season. The movie is just like something in between the first and the second season.
You could say that. You could say that.
So I'm excited because in theory it's gonna be released this year, the second season. So I cannot wait to know what happens after the train.
Yeah, but it's all connected. It's all connected.
Oh no, yeah.
Yeah.
But what I was one of the things that we were talking after the movie was that I was one of the things that for me it was not disappointing, but it was missing something that I would prefer. It is the fact that you have like episodic blocks, right? Because that is really good. Like that's the way manga works, and that's why animes work because it is translated really good by episode. And the movie with the Infinite Train, it felt like that for me, even though I never watched none of Demon Slayer episodes before.
Yeah, you said that.
But like that, it felt like blocks. So I was really happy when I see like the new upcoming season actually is coming because I don't know how people one of the good things about Netflix services, for example, like things like the streaming services, it is that like if you have not watched something that is old already, you can enjoy like everything in just one day if you want. It took me a little longer, but it is super cool. It's fascinating.
Oh, it's about the 20 episode in the first season, right?
26.
26. It's a lot to watch it, but you saw it in a day or?
No. It took me like 2 weeks to be able to watch the whole thing like little by little when I had some time. And of course, like it was interesting because I already at that time when I was watching, I already know like the evolution of some characters. So I know like Inosuke, Zenitsu, and Tanjiro, they're gonna be friends, right? Or kind of friends. They're like a team. And then on the episode, and then they're hilarious. I love the personalities of all of them. It is funny because like the one that I hate, it's Tanjiro.
Tanjiro?
Yes, because like I like him a lot because he's super kind and he's such a nice spirited character. He tries for everything. Like he's super emotional, and then he's always like this whining. I mean, he gets a reason, but at the beginning, I think they changed that. At the beginning of the series, he was crying for everything. I mean, he just loves his family, so kind of like makes sense. But that exhausts me a little bit. And on the other side, I loved Zenitsu. How do you pronounce it? Zenitsu?
Zenitsu.
Zenitsu. So I loved him because
you like him?
Yeah, because it's hilarious to see like that split personality and that is constant that I find very interesting in Japanese anime, which is it seems to be that there's always one character that their whole motivation and the way they're driven is because of beautiful women.
Yeah. So on the movie, it's hard to know, that when he like slipped in or he fell out from his consciousness, he actually can execute his skill. But yeah. So, but in the movie, the explanation is like not there. So maybe you don't know why. But now you see the first season, so you know it.
Yeah. Like if I remember, even in the movie, what's it called? Enmu?
Enmu, yeah.
Like Enmu was shocked. Like why can't he do something with his sleeping? Like and I love the fact that even like this is the end of season 1. We have seen like the full movie, and the characters, they still don't know that he has this power. Like no one knows, and that is something that is very interesting. Like there's the little details on each character that are fascinating. I think so far like my favorite might be Inosuke.
Inosuke, yeah. Yeah. On the TV, you first time to see his face, right? His face is never show up in the movie.
Like not at all.
Yeah.
Like, I remember I asked you like, what is the deal with this guy? Like, no, he's human. And I was like, okay, and I was so excited when I remember the episode when it comes out, and and he get head bumped by Tanjiro.
Yeah.
And the mask comes out, and he's like, oh, I'm gonna see it.
he's like actually he's a girl. He's like a girl.
Well, he doesn't look that much like a girl, but that actually kind of like expand the feeling a bit. And I'm like, for me, Luke just looks like a crazy guy, but fine, we're gonna go with girl. It is an extremely well written like series. I love the mythology around it. I love as I was telling you, like the connection with the values that are all across like all the characters. Like people are very strict, like the importance even of rank, and I don't know, like for example, like the respect that people pay to the Hashira, right? And the one thing that I can tell is that I hate the fact that we didn't get to know more about Enmu. He's such a great character. The way he's introduced in the last episode is so fascinating because it is kind of like
crazy, right?
yeah, but that kind of like shows it for me. The way I see it is a reflection of life, of actually current life itself. We have what should be the goal of a society that has order, that has respect, that respects hierarchies, where we respect the elders or the people that actually have more knowledge over us, right? And that's what what this group of demon slayers have, right? They represent the good. And then on the other side, you have like this evil society of demons ruled by someone who is crazy, and then it is a narcissist, and then just want to rule everything by fear. And that is the way the world works. Like that is the way the governments work. That is the way corporations work. They're trying to rule by fear all the time. Like they just put in fear. They just put in fear. In most societies, not all of them. But we talk about like for example, like the two societies that I know the most, which is the American and the Mexican. That's the way it works. So it is interesting because for me, Enmu represents the people, all the people that are always pushed and given money by the governments or corporations. It is just like the crazy people who are willing to play and be as crazy as the leaders and stay there. And now I have a whole different interpretation of the film because literally it is the film puts the main characters which represent the good or the possibility of goodness in the world in a very tight space, in a space of fear, because they're in a train, right? Like you can only go back and forth. That's everything that you can go. You're trapped, you're there. And they're trying to save everyone in this train and try to save the train and save the people and save as many as they can. and stop this evil. But if by doing that, they can also risk killing everyone. And I think that represents so accurately the society. Like, how can we destroy this evil that is around the world? That is, like, it seems that life is destroyed. Enmu represents, like, literally everyone that leads the society these days and have power and they're in control. And there's like a few good people that represent all this, like this thing with Tanjiro, Tenshu, and Inosuke, and Rengoku, trying to actually do the good and not kill us, all of us. And I think, like, if you think it about, like, you think it that way, maybe I'm just reaching and then seeing things that were not written there. But I think the comparison is very, very interesting, and it should be something to learn. That's what I'm liking this. I told you that's what I like anime, because it teaches us so much.
Oh, really?
You're lucky. You can read actually manga in Japanese.
Yeah. That part I feel lucky.
Yeah. No, but I love this series. I can't wait for the second one to come.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much for this long time for interviewing. Thank you so much.
Thanks to you, Shigeru.
そういうわけで、アントニオさんにたくさん、なんか映画監督の視点から、意見をいただきました。Thank you, Antonio, for giving us a lot of thoughts. Thank you.
Thank you, Shigeru. I had a lot of fun again.
Hey, thank
I'll
you.
see you next time when we have watched the second season.
Yeah, let's wait for that. We are looking forward to it.
I hope it's very, very soon.
Yeah, very soon. Okay. Thank you so much, Antonio. Bye bye.
Bye.
ではまた皆様。